Hey YouTube, atheism is madness. So here we are, September 8th, 2020, and y'all know that feeling kind of like when you're in a roller coaster and you get to the top and then it drops. It's kind of a butterfly anxiety type feeling. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Well, I'm feeling it, and I think we're there. I don't. I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I want to do is pray, go to work, and all I want to do is pray. I come home, I just want to pray and be with the Lord, and it's not a feeling of fear, but it is a feeling of a thrill mixed with some anxiety is the best way I can explain it. The butterfly effect. So it's about to get crazy. It's about to go down. Things are changing fast, you guys, by the day. The future is positive. The future is Christ. Christ is everything and all. He is heaven. He is life. He's everything. And we have that blessed hope. So no matter how crazy it gets, you guys, the church is leaving. Okay? One way or another, the church is leaving soon, before the hour of temptation, the trial that should come upon the whole world. And we're there. We are there. It's like everything, all the pieces are in place. And it's just a matter of flipping the switch from what I see. And we're not talking months and years no more. We're talking weeks, maybe a couple of months. I don't know. But I just know things are moving quick. So if you've got Christ, you've got the blessed hope. You're part of the church body. That's exciting. That is exciting. And we'll be with the Lord forever. And I can't wait. So bring it. I'm ready to go home and meet the Lord in the air. So anyway, well, check this out.
The next event on God's prophetic clock is the rapture of the church of Jesus Christ. It can happen at any time. For those of you who were not with us last week or did not watch the YouTube video, we devoted the entire update to why it is that 7 reasons really that prove that the rapture of the church has to happen before the 7-year tribulation. Now, I'm using 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 3 and 4 for a reason. And actually, verse 4 is going to come up again here shortly. One of the main reasons I'm using this verse is because of the interpretation of verse 3 as we talked about on June 14th. And how, unfortunately, we have translated this as an apostasy or a falling away that has to come first. And on June 14th, we were in 2 Thessalonians in our verse-by-verse study through that epistle. And when we got to verse 3, we devoted the entire teaching to just that verse and why it is that the Apostle Paul in verse 3 of 2 Thessalonians 2 is speaking of not the falling away of the church, but the catching away of the church. Let me read verses 3 and 4. Paul, writing by the Holy Spirit, says, let no one deceive you by any means. For that day, speaking of the tribulation, the 7-year tribulation, that day will not come unless the departure, rapture, comes first. And the man of sin is revealed, the son of...
Dawkins told the crowd they should ridicule religious people. Let me quote him. He says, mock them, ridicule them in public. Their beliefs are insane, therefore they should be ridiculed with contempt.
Years in the future, this may serve as a reminder, like a verbal time capsule. Honor your treasure, meant for the minds that denied in the past, ignoring the signs every time that we asked you to listen. You dismissed us consistently, and now you're living out prophecy. First-hand witness to the times and the miseries. No denying all the signs and conspiracies. Report a hard time and urged you to listen. Implored you to think, to make the right decision. Laughing aside, you just played the devil's advocate. Every time you heard the truth, you turned the opposite. Rejected anything that stood against your politics. Convince yourself that you were good by thinking positive. Always the optimist, are you still confident that ignorance is bliss during the apocalypse? Smack dab in the middle of the storyline. Slap in your face, shift in your paradigm. Searching your mind for the memories you blocked out. Information that you knew was true but locked out. Conversations that you wish could be repeated. Warning calls that you wish you would have heeded. Thought all those Christians were living in denial, but now you do anything to understand the Bible. Every day triggers for memories, reminders. Remaining remnants remembered by survivors. Pieced together from the fragments of a quagmire. Lost souls gathered hungry around a campfire. Brought together through the calmer recollections. Torn apart by the warnings that they questioned. Looking back, they knew this day was unavoidable. They hated God, embracing sin whenever possible. Gave control to everything they knew was evil. Sold their souls and now they're living like medieval. A whole world without laws or morality. Living in poverty and running from reality. I had a picture of missed opportunities. All the what ifs and lost possibilities. Cities burn like a giant crematorium. Mountaintops collapse like an accordion. Wars are rumbling, governments crumbling. Storm clouds gathering around, hear the thundering. Smack dab in the middle of the storyline. Slap in your face, shift in your paradigm. Searching your mind for the memories you blocked out. Information that you knew was true but locked out. Conversations that you wish could be repeated. Warning calls that you wish you would have heeded. Thought all those Christians were living in denial, but now you do anything to understand the Bible. Anarchy reigns in the streets, in the alleyways. No escape from the pain in the end of days. Left alone with no internet or telephone. Cities are graveyards, crumbling catacombs. Apocalyptic wickedness and pestilence. Epidemics and afflictions, malevolence. No protection, no government or military. Just infections and really full cemeteries. Catastrophes on another level biblical. Miserable when the locust swarm is visible. Turn and run from the state, you knew the outcome. Acting dumb and ignorant and asking how come. A social justice warrior with your politics. Emotional, convince yourself with willing ignorance. Way too late, no excuse could ever save face. And now you're living in a world without a safe space. Smack dab in the middle of the storyline. Slap in your face, shift in your paradigm. Searching your mind for the memories you blocked out. Information that you knew was true but locked out. Conversations that you wish could be repeated. Warning calls that you wish you would have heeded. Thought all those Christians were living in denial, but now you do anything to understand the Bible.
What if you're wrong?
Well, what if I'm wrong? I mean, anybody could be wrong. What if you're wrong about the great juju at the bottom of the sea?